na Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na-eja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise, ise, ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much.
It will take you 1,000 years to disorganize IPOB. You think it's a joke? Think again. Think again. Today, you have seen another brand of IPOB. IPOB of Mazen Nandekano standing firm on the ground, unshakable. But when Mazen Nandekano kidnapped, he came and he formed his Biafra government. He said it is Biafra government in where? Biafra government in Nigeria. He said he formed him with Uwazirike. Uwazirike saw the light. He saw that there was no way. Uwazirike knew that the Biafrans know him very well. We know that he's not capable anymore. He has done his part when he has to do it. He has finished. His own time has gone. Uwazirike knew, and Uwazirike, after all that, the announcement, Uwazirike was the first person to pull out from their Biafra, whatever. Today, you see all of them running head scattered. The former vice of Mazen Nandekano, you see that one. That one now is now a customer to BBC. Whenever BBC want a gossip, they will call him. He begin to gossip. Whenever BBC want a gossip, they will call that one. He will begin to gossip. This one now, he has now forgotten about that Biafra government. Now he's forming a volunteer security for Buhari. A volunteer security for that same contraption that he said he doesn't want. You see, this is how you know people who are genuine. Consistency personified. Please share this video. If you share this video, any place you are, continue to share the video to your friends and family. Share. Consistency is the key. That is our memory verse on this very channel. Consistency is the key. If you are not consistent, you are a time waster. You are wasting your time and wasting other people's time. And when you see people, the way you follow people is go and check their antecedent and their consistency. I have said it several times that before you know whether somebody is telling the truth or lying, find out why is the man or woman saying what he or she is saying. Find out why is this man or woman making the statement he or she is making. You don't just believe people and say that they said the truth just because somebody come and tell you that he said that thing he said is the truth, is the truth, is the truth. But look inward and ask yourself, why is this man saying this at this time? Why is this man making this move at this time? That is how you know people who are genuine. When you look at the antecedent, that is the only time you can be able to be bold and say that this person is truthful. It's just like somebody you are in abroad, you are working with your own brother in abroad, you are moving, and you saw policemen chasing your brother because he doesn't have a paper. Then you see policemen chasing your brother, he doesn't have a paper. Instead of you to hide that your brother, you say you want to say the truth because you're a truthful person. You went and show your brother, you show the police where your brother is hiding. You show it to police. And then you come and tell people that you don't lie. You're a truthful person. You are deceiving yourself. You are the devil himself. You are not truthful. You are the devil. You are the devil. Because after all, even in the Bible, there was a place where somebody was directed, where God directed somebody to claim that his own wife is his sister, in order to save his life. So there are certain statements you make, even though those statements are correct, but your antecedent is wrong. It doesn't make that truthful. It makes that statement very, very falsy. You make it faulty. And there are certain lies you will tell, but because you have a good intention to tell lies to save life, there are certain lies you tell just to save life with a good intention. It will be counted to you as righteousness. It will be counted to you as righteousness. But when you look at people who are not consistent, go and check at them. Today, go and look at their platform. Some people, even as we are preparing to go into Biafra land in 2023, some people are still busy gossiping. Some are still busy today. They are still busy talking about someone ever did, someone ever that, someone ever did that. Even when they know that Biafrans are not listening to them. The Simon ever you have been castigating for more than a year now, he is growing, waxing stronger than ever. Waxing and looking stronger than ever. Chukwu is lifting him higher above any other thing you can think about. Do I need to preach to you and tell you who is the leader? Do I need to preach and tell you who is the director, who is the spokesperson of Biafra today? I don't need to preach to you about that. If you want to know who is truthful and who is, go and check the growth. Go and check growth. The growth of the struggle is going to tell you who is right and who is wrong. If you are on the right path, if you are moving on the right path, definitely you are going to grow. You're going to grow. You don't need to fight for it. You don't need, just like Mazen Nanikan. Mazen Nanikan never came one day and begged anybody. He didn't beg me. He didn't beg you to come and pursue Biafra. All Mazen Nanikan did was to tell you the truth. The message of Mazen Nanikan was a truthful message to reveal the secrets that have been hidden. Those things that they want to know, those history that are hidden from you, Mazen Nanikan pulled all those history out. He began to talk about it on daily basis, pump it into our ear, head, and begin to ring a bell. We saw the truth, and all of us took that and followed him. Mazen Nanikan earned every respect he has today. He earned it. He earned it. He earned every respect he has. The same road is what Mazen Simon is passing, earning respect from Biafrans. He has earned respect from Biafrans. He has earned respect. And that is why we are following. It doesn't matter whether you like him, whether you hate him, whether you have enmity with him. It doesn't matter. What we need is a competent man that will lead us to Biafra land. And today we'll find a competent person who is going to speak the language of Mazen Nandika. Not somebody who will tell us something today, tomorrow we are saying a different thing. Not somebody who is going to begin to collect bribe and begin to talk about irrelevant issues. Somebody who is consistent and focused. And we have found that person in Mazen Simon Epa. And we are good to go. And for those of you who think that you will be enemy of Biafrans, count yourself out. Count yourself out. And I used to say it again, and I remind you that if you don't want to fight for Biafra, it is not compulsory. Every one of us must not fight for Biafra. Every one of us must not be in the war front. That is the absolute truth. There is no time every one of us will be in the war front. But where you are going to have a problem is that when you are not fighting and you don't want to give away, you want to stand in between. You want to be blocking those who want to fight. You don't want to fight, you don't want to give way, and you stand in the way. If you stand on the way of Biafra, you'll be crushed. If you stand on the way of Biafra, you will be totally crushed, automatically crushed, and you will never find your feet anymore. You'll be crushed. The only way you can stay alive, if you don't want to fight, even if you're a Biafran, you don't want to fight, keep mute and stay on your own. Stay on your lane. Keep mute. Allow those of us who are putting our life on the line and saying one or two things, allow us to begin to do what we are doing. When Biafra comes, every one of us, those of us that are alive, will come into Biafra land. It's going to contain every one of us. Our in-laws, our friends, it's going to contain us. But don't be a hindrance. If you become a hindrance, you will pay dearly. Yes, you will. You will pay dearly if you become a hindrance. The state that we are now is a time of reality. Just as I have been saying for a very long time that Biafra is a reality. For me, for a very long time, Biafra has become a reality in my life. It's no longer a dream. But it's so sad that some people are still seeing Biafra as a dream. For me, it is not a dream. It is a reality. That is why I live it, I breathe it, I speak it, I confess it anywhere I go. Because it is no longer a dream. It's a reality. I know it's going to come. And finally, our spokesperson gave us the date. In 2023, I strongly believe it so much. I'm not forcing anybody to believe. If you don't want to believe, there are still some people. Let me tell you, there are still some people, even if you say the world is ending today, even if you see the sky open and you see angels falling, there are people who will not still believe until that angel touches the ground. If you tell people that the world is ending today, that maybe for the Christians, you tell them that Christ is coming today, you open the sky and they see him descending. Some people will not believe until his leg touches the ground. So that is where it is. We are never expecting that everybody must follow. But as it stands now, majority of Biafrans are very much awake. That is the most important thing. Information is key. You must pay attention. We are in a critical time. A critical time. You must pay attention. Pay good attention. Pay very much attention. Our enemies are on the run. They know that the end has come. They know. That is why you see them acting so many dramas. You see many drama. And from beginning of this year, I said it from beginning of this year, in my first broadcast, if you go and watch me, first broadcast I make this year, I said it that in this year, there will be more blackmail. There will be more killing. There will be more distraction. It is going to get tougher. If anybody is telling you that it's going to be easy, it is not going to be easy. Because freedom doesn't come easy. If it's becoming light and easy, that means you are not fighting for your freedom. Freedom doesn't come cheap. It is not cheap. Freedom is very, very costly. And there is no amount you pay for freedom that is too much. If you are ready for freedom, you should be ready to give it up. If you are fighting for freedom and you're ready for it, you should be ready to give it up. That is why Mazen Nandekano made his statement in his interview. He said, it's Biafra or nothing. And he's going to continue to fight until the last minute of his life. And he didn't only say it, he's displaying it. That is why even in the court, he told us that he is there fighting to protect us and to make sure that no innocent Biafra is being killed. Mazen Nandekano made that broadcast. He gave that order. When he made that broadcast, some people misinterpreted. They wanted to use that broadcast to begin to distract some people who are not faithful, people who are not focused. They begin to tell the Mazen Nandekano, say you should stop protesting, you should stop agitating, you should not sit at home. But Mazen Nandekano passed an information that we must stop people from killing Biafrans. We must protect Biafra land. And today, the protection of Biafra land had been activated. The spokesperson has said it. The order has been given. The order has been given. And you see our enemies running helter-skelter. You see the enemy of Biafra running helter. You see them even putting up a drama. They are putting up a drama. The Ebubango leader, you see the drama that the Ebubango leader is acting. Ebubango leader have suddenly become an Hollywood actor. He became an Hollywood actor. Began to act the drama out of fear. He began to act drama because things are happening on the ground. Things are happening. So if you are one of those who still don't know, it is so sad. It is so sad that if the people that knows that Biafra is a reality and is coming is the Janjaweed. The Janjaweed know it so well. People who are supposed to know, people from the southern part of Nigeria, mainly Biafrans, who are supposed to know that their nation is coming, they don't know. They don't know. The people that know about the coming of Biafra more are the Janjaweed themselves. The Janjaweed know that it is not a joke. They know that it is not a joke. They know that Biafra is coming in a high speed. They know. And that is why you see what they are doing. That is why they are not leaving any stone down. They are turning all stones. They are turning all stones. Everything they can do, they are doing it now. They are doing it now to make sure that Biafra comes. Doesn't come. They are stealing. Any money they can lay their hand upon, they steal it. Any soul they have chance to kidnap, they will kidnap and kill you. Any city they want to take over, they take over. That is why they are on high speed. Nigeria government today is on bankrupt. They have nothing. The Zoological Republic have nothing. There is nothing. They don't have nothing. Everywhere is empty. They are living in borrowing. You see their money. Very soon you'll be using wheelbarrow to carry your money. When you change $100, you use wheelbarrow to carry it. Very soon, when you change your $100, you use a wheelbarrow to go to exchange and change your $100 and carry the wheelbarrow home. That's what's going to happen. A country that is dead, all of a sudden, somebody who claimed to be educated, who has a brain, want to go and carry the blame on himself. Your so-called P2B claimed to be a messiah. A messiah. You want to come and die for the whole Zoological Republic. There is only one Messiah that have existed that we have read about. The one Messiah that have existed that I have read about that we only exist is Christ. Jesus Christ. That's the only man we read about who died for the people. And it happened only once. It can never happen again. It can never happen again. A country that has been destroyed to the level that there is no way you can repair it. All of a sudden, you saw somebody wake up from sleep and begin to tell you that you're going to repair. Where is he going to start? Where is P2B going to start to repair Nigeria? How is he going to remove, how is he going to screen out all the members of Boko Haram that is going to have been already recruited? Members of Boko Haram have been recruited. Today, the military, Nigerian military itself, they are in the hand of Boko Haram. If P2B want to gamble with his own life, let him gamble with his own personal life. Let him not include anybody. Let him not include anybody. Because even the military that will protect him, they are Fulanis. They are Fulanis and they can take him out at any given minute. They don't think like the way we think. They don't think like the Southerners. A Southerner will be licking face and say he will not do that. When they want to do something, they tell you they will do that, they will do it. Because they know you can't do anything. They know that you are liver. Unlike them, they do say something and they do it. But how long shall we continue to tolerate that? We can't tolerate that anymore. If P2B want to risk his life, let him go and risk it alone. Not with the Biafrans. That is why election will not hold in Biafra land. You have had an announcement about his mega rally. You sit at home this month. Oh, Biafra land is going to be shut down. All that the Ogu movement and whatever, they should continue to do it in the north. Let him continue to do it in the north, in another area that he's been allowed. Let him continue to do it. But for us, we know that something heavier is coming, and that's what we are preparing for. We are preparing for the war. We are preparing for it, and it's going to start. It is not a child's play. It's not a joke. If you think it's a joke, it is not. Well, if you think it's a joke, continue to call it a joke. You are going to sleep up to the reality one day. You will sleep and wake up to the reality. While we are talking on a daily basis, you see some people, they come and tell you, why are you talking? Why? There's no time to talk, no time to talk. We have to talk. We continue to talk until we move into, even when we move into Biafra, we continue to talk because some people, their brain has been damaged by the Zoological Republic. This talking online, it will not stop. Even when Biafra have come, we will continue to talk to make sure we sensitize our people to wipe away the dumb brain in their head. So many Biafrans, their brain have been contaminated. They don't think normal anymore. They don't think normal. So don't tell anybody not to broadcast. You say it's time for action. There are people on the ground taking action. And when it is necessary that we'll be on the field, we are all going to be on the field and fight on the field. But this noise making and sensitizing our people and keeping them awake must continue. We must keep that tempo. We must keep that tempo. That was how they destroyed the first place. In the first place, they destroyed the Zoological Republic and the indigenous people by taking out information from them. They took away information from the indigenous people. Indigenous people don't have the right information. They didn't have the right information. Things they're supposed to know, they don't know it. They're hiding things from them. They would tell them something and they will be doing a different thing. That is why it is very important that we continue to talk online. You see so many things, information that our brother Samareka have digged out recently. He have been able to dig out so many information. Mazen Nandekano was able to dig out so many information that we are buried. These are information that are available. They are very much available. But when you talk about it in Nigeria, they will tell you it's an untouchable area. Untouchable area. If not for the brokers and daily noise making, people will still believe that Nigerian unity is not negotiable. If not for Mazen Nandekano brokers and the noise every one of us is making online, people will still believe that the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. But today, even the Fulani Janjaweed know today, they have accepted that it is negotiable. They have accepted that it's negotiable. Even Obasanjo, who is being talking about that nonsense before, Obasanjo himself, even Danjuma, General Danjuma, who is part of those talking about, even Gowon, those elderly, those crooked elderly people whom we are telling you that Nigerian unity is not negotiable today, every single one of them have come out openly to confess that they have to renegotiate the Zoological Republic. What does that tell you? The only thing that made that word to change is because of what Mazen Nandekano have done. Mazen Nandekano started making that noise, creating the awareness and making the sensitization until we got to this point. And they took him away and thought it was ended. It has not ended. Man Samareka came on board. And today, you have seen a lot of it coming. Just like when Man Samareka was talking about the issue of the Abuja Declaration. The Abuja Declaration is something that happened in your own president in the Zoological Republic, and people kept silent about it. People kept quiet about it. Nobody's talking about it. That is one wicked thing we see in that contraption. You see, in the contraption called Nigeria, the indigenous tribe do not have any representation. The indigenous tribe, mainly the Biafran, we don't have anybody to represent us. Every single politician you see in the Zoological Republic, they are all serving the Caliphate. Every single politician, from your local government chairman to the presidency, it doesn't matter their tribe, it doesn't matter their religion, it doesn't matter where they belong, they are all serving the Caliphate. That is what they do. That is why when the issue of Abuja Declaration was done, in 1999 Abuja Declaration, when it was done, they kept mute and pretend that it is all well. You saw a meeting that was held and they were trying to Islamize Nigeria. Openly trying to Islamize Nigeria, giving the instruction on how to Islamize and how to do it and what to do and what not to do. To make sure that every key post is being held by a Muslim. It was done openly. They didn't do it in secret. Sponsored by Arab nations. We have Christians who are in the House of Assembly. We have Christians who are officials. You even have a vice president today who is a Christian, but yet he is asleep. None of them is referring to that very, none of them is seeing what is coming today, and they refer to that very 1999 Abuja Declaration. Today, you see a political party having the president and the vice from one religion. And people come out and say, nothing's wrong about it. Even people from Biafra land, that is the most, the Igbo Biafra, you see the Igbo Biafra is coming out to defend it. The first person that made a case for that was Oju Zokalo. Oju Zokalo shamelessly come out to defend it and say that there's nothing wrong with it, it's okay. These are the kind of mad people everywhere that we have. No single one of them, they saw it, they see it, and they kept the blind, they turned a blind eye to it. You see why it is very important that we continue to talk. You see why it's important that we continue to talk. That is why we have to be punching all those their back, punching them on all that, notifying people, let Nigerians, those indigenous tribes wake up. Including our brother in the creek. He is playing the role of the Caliphate. Our brother in the creek, he is playing their role. And when we have been saying it, people don't believe it. When we say that our brother in the creek is working for the Caliphate, people don't believe it. When you see him, he will make noise of Buhari, he hates Buhari. But that same man today formed a security army. He said it's a volunteer force. That same man who say he hates Buhari did this. That same man today formed what do they call it? He said it's a volunteer force, and he is calling that same imposter. An imposter, he's calling an imposter to come, that they are ready to work for them. He said it openly, that they are ready to work for him. This is the man who was pretending all this while. All this while he was pretending. But all of a sudden, look at, now that he has seen it very clear, that Biafra is coming in 2023. They know. These people know that Biafra is coming to 2023. It is only you that is a Biafra that is still doubting yourself. But these people, they don't doubt us. They don't doubt us. They don't doubt our spokesperson. When our spokesman said it, Master Waneko said that Biafra is coming to 2023. They know very well that it's a reality. They see it. And this is why they're not taking it lightly. And they have gone underground to form their own volunteer force. In our Biafra land, they're using our own brother. In Biafra land, they have formed a volunteer force in Biafra land. That is to show you that the one we are about to fight is not an easy one. And you saw him when he was speaking. He said that in that his own volunteer force, there are Hausa people. There are Hausa people there. There are Fulani people. In his own volunteer force. Hausa people to fight for Biafra. What a shame. You see, when things continue to unfold, you begin to see the real picture of things, the real picture of people. This is a man who claimed to hate Buhari, a man who has been shouting about this and all that. You don't know how they have been pretending all this while. He has been pretending all this while, drawing attention to himself, trying to seek favor from one angle or another. But today, it has become very, very clear to everybody. It has become much clearer than ever where he belongs or what he's fighting for. It is now clear. You saw our brother in the southwest, our Oduduwa brothers in the southwest, they formed Amoteku. Amoteku was formed, and there are people there who are in Amoteku are all Yorubas. They are all Yorubas.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you. If you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We'll crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold the whole of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals. They are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.